So welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to do a love spread. This is a what we call a lost sign of love spread. So here we go. And I'm going to be using the Intuit Twin Flame Love Oracle. So first of all, this is the near future. Messages for the near future. All right. I'm trying to connect to you and give you a message. Can you hear me? This one for the near future. All right. I'm going to look out a little bit further. The situation is being caused by both of us. Look at your own role in this situation to help us change it. What can we do to how to love again? I'm growing through a dark night of the soul. Nothing in my life is making sense. All right. And we're going to look for something positive to look for. One of us is sad or angry and is creating an energetic match in frequency with the other. Stay conscious of this and, if possible, try to help us elevate. Okay. Negative things to avoid. Karmic ties. I'm assessing past life wisdom is helping me understand things with a new perspective. So you want to avoid looking at all the karmic ties. Okay. It's not necessarily a negative thing to avoid, but sometimes, you know, we can bring past karmic ties into our future that hinder us from moving forward. So right here, this is the last one. This is a piece of advice. My inner child was wounded when my parents couldn't respond to me in the way I needed them to. I'm reacting from that wound. So that's some advice for you. So a lot of us are working on our inner child, or need working on our inner child. All right. Let's get some insight into this. Let's get some insight. Messages that you have for somebody who's trying to connect to you and give a message. Can you hear me? All right. Ownership. Reap what you sow. Responsibilities for one's words and actions are personal accountability. So here, if you're trying to connect to you and give you a message, can you hear me? Take ownership of that. If you're not listening and you're not paying attention, or you're the one that's avoiding it, take ownership to that. That's the only way you can move forward. You have to own what they say, own your mess. All right, you want to mirrors the situations caused between both of us. All right. We have warmth. One kind of word can thaw a winter. Kindness of affection, friendly hospitality to another. So sometimes when you both play a role in a situation, you have to look at it from every angle. And one word can change the whole situation. One thought process of how you view things can change it. So you want to have warmth when you're in a relationship of love. Right? So I'm going to go through. If you're going through a dark night of your soul, give me advice. Advice for the dark night of your soul. Flexibility. Better to bend than to break. Willingness to change or compromise, ability to modify plans. So if you're going through a dark night of your soul and nothing in your life is making sense, you have to be flexible and open to change. Become flexible, because you want to be there for your partner. Your partner wants to be there for you. You have to be bendable. You have to be flexible. You have to work on yourself. You have to be willing to grow. And a way to grow is to be flexible. Work with your partner. All right. One of us is sad or angry and is creating an energetic match in frequency. So sometimes those are called energy strands that we connect from other people. So you may not necessarily be mad, but your partner may be mad. And you might pick up on that. So you want to remain positive. Better to light a candle than curse the darkness. An optimistic attitude or outlook on life. Choice to look on the bright side. You have to remain positive. Remain positive and elevate each other. Move in a positive way. How can you move? Karmic ties. I'm assessing past life wisdom is helping me understand. So you're going in with confidence, believing yourselves, and you have already won. If you're trying to break a karmic tie, you're already trusting in convictions, self-reliance, and feeling certainty of your ability to do it. Have confidence that you know that you can break the karmic tie. And it's helping. In this relationship, your karmic ties are, you're coming in with the understanding of things with a new perspective because you're taking that time. You're molding yourself. You're having confidence that you can change those habits. And next one. My inner child was wounded, so hunt two hairs and risk catching neither. Sharpness of sense, ability to discern detail, focus, and attention. So if you're reacting from that wound, become aware of it. You've already recognized, you've already discerned it. You know, focus on that and heal it. You've already known that. Let's get another one for that one. Simplicity. You can lead a horse to water but cannot make it drink. State of being easy, straightforward, plain, obvious, or natural. Simplicity. So sometimes inner child healing is not simple. It's not simple. And you're coming from a wounded type of area. But sometimes you can lead a horse to water and they won't drink. So this is something for you to pay attention to. Pay attention to it. Okay? Let's look at the soul. Let's look at advice of what you should be doing. What you can do to help. What you can be doing. Can help a relationship. What you can do. What you can do. What you can do to help a relationship. Some advice. One is love is all around you. There is love everywhere, all the time. Simply acknowledge this as a truth. There's love everywhere, no matter where you go. And forgiveness. Nothing is gained by holding on to past disappointments. So this may have something to do with your inner child, your karmic ties. You have to forgive yourself and move forward. Especially if you're in a dark night of your soul, you're really deepening yourself and you're having basically a spiritual awakening. Forgiveness. Forgiveness of yourself, your partner. And most of the time the forgiveness when you're going through an issue with karmic ties and the wounded inner child It's forgiving yourself and moving forward, taking those faults and seeing for what there is without passing judgment on your parents, because your parents don't know what they don't know. They don't know what they haven't been taught. Nobody does. You've never been taught that. How can you not, change? How can you not make that change? At some point, people do recognize as they get older that it's a problem and they want to change and they make those changes. But sometimes people never recognize those changes. All right, let's look at timing. Let's look at timing in this spread. Timing in this spread. So when is this happening? And timing. Ooh, this says March. So this could have already happened. Come out of hibernation and embrace a new energy, growth, awakening, and rebirth. So this may have already happening. There's a lot of green energy too. A lot of it. Green and yellow. Some more advice. Every timing. What other advice do you have for timing? What other advice do you have for timing? Okay. And you have open doors. The door is unlocked, so just walk through it. Journey, passage, access. So you're already walked through the door back in March, and you're still walking through them. You're walking right through it. You're clearing out karmic ties. You're healing your inner child. You're in a dark night of your soul. You and your partner are probably both going through this. So keep walking through those doors, those open doors of light, and keep making the necessary changes. Don't give up on your relationship. Communicate, show flexibility, remain positive, and take ownership for your faults. And once you do that, you can move forward. Thank you so much for watching.